First off, I want to thank Baker Signature for sending me these rounds of parchment paper sheets. There's 220 sheets in here. That's a lot of parchment paper. So I'm excited about this because I have this pan, and let's just say it's seen some better days, but I still love this pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some delicious cinnamon rolls in here and test how good this parchment paper does. And I love the fact that it fits really good. Now this pan is a little bit smaller than 8 inches, but the parchment paper, the way it's cut, fits really well. It's cut, looks really good, nice round cuts. So with this, you can put in like an air fryer, you can put in an 8-inch pan. You can even use this on a surface to prep foods. So if you're like making cookie dough or something, or no-bake cookies or something, you need a little surface, you can use this. So I mean, this is very useful. I use parchment paper for lots of stuff, so I love this, and I love the fact that I can use this in this pan without having to go and get scissors and do all the cutting, and then having a bunch of scrap parchment paper that I've got to throw away, and then I've wasted a lot of parchment paper. This is a really good for that. So I'm gonna get these cinnamon rolls put in here and take a look. All right, so I got the cinnamon rolls put in there, and the parchment paper should keep them from sticking to the bottom of my pan. Now, like I said, my pan's a little bit smaller than 8 inches, so these were some of the bigger cinnamon rolls. So I crammed them in there, so they might stick to each other, but they won't stick to the pan. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want to see. I want to be able to flip this over and then just pop right out. So when they get done baking, we'll take them out and we'll see how good this parchment paper works. Okay, so I got the cinnamon rolls out of the oven. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to just take them and flip them over onto this parchment paper so we can see how easily they come out of the pan. Pan's not hot, so I'm just gonna grab it with my fingers and flip. Oh, and look, they fell right out. That parchment paper kept the bottom of this from getting anything stuck to it. So you can see where they stuck to the sides a little, but that's because there was nothing on there. But this kept it from sticking to there, held onto that really good. So now I can just, honestly, I'll just flip it. Oh, look, and it comes right off there easily. So it's not gonna ruin the bottom. So I'm gonna flip this over, and then we'll put some icing on it. And then we're gonna have some yummy cinnamon rolls. Okay, so here we have it. I flipped it over. I put some the icing on it, and then I melted a few little snack size chocolate bars in some hot water and drizzled some chocolate over them. But all in all, I kind of made a mess, which is what I was trying to prevent. But I did it on a cutting board, so not bad. But this parchment paper worked really well in the pan, kept it from sticking to the pan. And then, like I said, the food comes off the parchment paper really easily. It's hard to do with one hand, but just kind of peels right off there, so it's not sticking, it's not messing up the food. So this parchment paper works great. I love the way it's cut, perfectly shaped, fits in the containers, holds your stuff very nicely, and even if you're not using it in your pans, it still gives you a place. Like you can make a cake, and then you need to take cake out of a pan, you want to put it on some parchment paper so it doesn't stick to any surfaces and mess up the cake. This parchment paper will be perfect for that. So I want to thank the company once again, Baker Signature, for sending me this. I'm going to get a lot of use out of all this parchment paper. This is amazing. I love it. I recommend it. I recommend their products. So go get you some and check out all the other stuff they have.